British Prime Minister Theresa May has asked the European Union for another delay to Brexit, this time till the 30th of June. The UK is currently due to leave the EU on the 12th of April, but British MPs haven't been able to agree on a withdrawal deal. London's financial sector has been rocked by the prospect of Brexit and the ongoing uncertainty. The city's Lord Mayor, Peter Estlin, is tasked with promoting London's financial and professional services and joins us now from London ahead of an official visit to Istanbul next week. Good to have you on the program, Lord Mayor.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Yes, as you can imagine, we've been covering the latest Brexit developments here on Money Talks quite extensively. One aspect that we have analysed closely is London's financial firms spending billions, shifting staff and resources to outposts across Europe ahead of Brexit. How has this process impacted London's financial district?
Well, there's no doubt that the financial markets and financial businesses more broadly are extremely frustrated with the process. I mean, as we know, with most businesses, they want certainty, and so in the potential outcome that we have a no deal, businesses have done what businesses do best, and so they have planned accordingly. And so we have seen, I think, somewhere in the region of about several thousand jobs leave the city. Largely in small amounts where businesses have relocated some resources to Dublin or Luxembourg or somewhere else on the continent. And so that has, I mean, it's been frustrating for them. But more frustrating overall is the fact that Brexit is overshadowing otherwise what would be a very good news growth story. So overall, the city's actually seen growth in employment of about 29,000 over the past year, coming from innovation in fintech and insurtech and the other tech sectors. So that's really where the frustration lies, the uncertainty that this prolonged agony of Brexit creates against what otherwise would be a sort of a rosier picture of innovation and growth.
London, being a global financial hub, obviously attracts workers from around the world. Do you think that might be impacted if and when Brexit does happen?
Well, we haven't seen it so far. I mean, if we look back to the 2018 data, I mean, 42% of the fintech sector are based, are overseas, nationals. Some from Europe, but from further afield as well. And we haven't seen a dent in that at this stage. And that's partly because the government's laid out a more progressive, sort of open policy to attract talent from around the world. And whilst that's currently in sort of discussion, it certainly laid a framework. So, I mean, there's no cause for sort of popping champagne corks at this stage, because we want to get Brexit sorted and we really want to get a deal done, and that's really what we've encouraged Parliament to sort out, and they've got a week to get it done.
Now, as the Brexit process drags on, there is now a possibility that perhaps a second referendum might take place, or some are even saying that Brexit might not happen at all. Do you believe the UK will actually withdraw from the EU eventually?
I mean, the honest answer is, we've got all sorts of challenges ahead of us in the sense that we've got, as you said, 6 days or a week to go before we technically will leave the EU without a deal. That is clearly an undesirable situation. It would hurt Turkey, it'll hurt the UK, and frankly, it is not where we want to be. Equally, though, that is, whilst that's frustrating and that's annoying, what I think business wants is they want certainty, and they want it as quickly as possible. And to some extent, just protracted negotiations, delays, even a second referendum does not create the certainty that we need, that actually businesses, both in the continent, worldwide, and in the UK want. They want to know the framework in which they want to get on and do business. And that's what we do best. So really, the sooner we sort this out, the better, because frankly, it's not helping anybody. And as I said, it's masking what otherwise would be, great innovation and opportunities for greater collaboration and business.
And Lord Mayor, as I mentioned, you will be visiting Istanbul next week for a series of official meetings with civic and corporate leaders. Why do you think it's important for London and Istanbul to forge closer ties?
Well, look, we're two great cities within Europe. We've had strong relationships, and certainly trading between our two countries has been growing. Whilst the focus historically has been largely on goods, increasingly they're on services. And to me, that is where the 21st century provides huge opportunities as we digitize more and more of our industries and products. And I think there is a real appetite, both in terms of the talent that exists in Turkey, some of the depth of expertise that exists here in the city, particularly around fintech, but in insurtech and regtech. So I think there's a mutual understanding, which I'm hoping to reaffirm next week, that there are real growth opportunities in collaborating as we look at both fresh market opportunities. Turkey is looking to do a lot of investments in third countries, particularly into Africa and around the world. We're there to help support that and to use some of our expertise. So to me, again, I think I am a win-win type of person. I want to see where there are opportunities for both of us to succeed. And that's the aim, really, of my visit, to build on a visit I had about 18 months ago as sheriff and to really see if we can nail down some longer-term opportunities.
Okay, London Lord Mayor Peter Estlin, best of luck with your visit next week, and thank you again for joining us on Money Talks.